Hello again, everybody. It's Les East along with Brian Allee-Walsh at the Louisiana Superdome after a real good win by the New Orleans Saints tonight against Seattle, 34-19. Keeps the Saints keeping in pace with the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South. They ended up beating St. Louis 34-17, I believe. And then Tampa Bay also blanked San Francisco out on the West Coast, 21-zip. So the old Yuccaneers are staying up there. They're both with the Saints now 7-3 along with Tampa, and Atlanta moved to 8-2 with 6 games left. So it was a good win, a very much needed win in the sense that it kept this streak going. There are 3 wins in a row. 4 of their last 6 less now are going to be on the road, beginning with this quick turnaround Thursday in Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. First time for the Saints organization to be playing in the spotlight on Thanksgiving Day. So let's sum up the victory for the Saints, if you will.
Well, it was good, but far from perfect. We did see some glimpses of last year. We saw Drew Brees throw 4 touchdown passes. They matched their season high in points. Defense got 2 turnovers, very nearly had a third replay overturned. What appeared to have been an interception by Tracy Porter, but the officials got it right. But they left some points on the field. Garrett Hartley missed a 27-yard field goal. Drew Brees threw 2 interceptions. In the red zone,
missed extra point as well.
Yeah, it was a difficult snap, and Chase Daniel tried to salvage the play by running to the end zone. Almost got in for a 2-point conversion, but didn't quite make it. And Drew Brees talked after the game about the offense being on the cusp of where it was last year and where they think it can be this year. He actually said he thinks this offense ultimately can be better than last year's. They still have some kinks to iron out, but 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Robert Meacham, 2 to Marcus Colston, 380-something yards, I believe, for Drew. So that's maybe the best we've seen the passing game this year, but nonetheless, the 2 interceptions, continued struggles in the red zone, leaves some improvement still on the offensive side of the ball, but you win by 15 points, you can't really criticize too much.
Yeah, there's some, let's identify some standout players, particularly on offense. Jimmy Graham had a career day for him, I believe, 5 catches. Les, pull out that overall stat, if you would.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham had
5 catches for 72 yards.
And a couple of things we should point out. Reggie Bush, Pierre Thomas, Jeremy Shockey did not play, and Drew Brees still completed passes to 10 different players.
Yeah.
And I believe this is the 2nd game in a row that every one of Jimmy Graham's catches went for a first down.
Wow.
So Drew's going to him on important possessions and also going to him downfield. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to say that one game is going to have Jimmy Graham supplant Jeremy Shockey, as a premier tight end on this team. But obviously, they drafted him with a purpose, and Jimmy Graham is coming along quite nicely as the season's progressing here. Marcus Colston, 8 catches for 113 yards. He continues to put up good numbers, 2 touches, as you said. And then Chris Ivory ran like a beast tonight. 23 attempts, 99 yards. First NFL regular season touchdown, a dive from about, 2 or 3 yards, I think.
Yeah, he looked a little like Deuce McAllister going over the top.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And, he continues to play well as an undrafted rookie free agent. So, a couple of things that Sean Payton touched on real briefly before we get out of here is that, they're going to have to clean up the new snap hold field goal operation.
Right.
I'm sure fans know by now that they placed Jason Kyle on season-ending IR on Saturday with a shoulder injury and signed free agent long snapper Jake Ingram, I believe. Is that correct?
I believe so.
And obviously they tried out 3 guys on Saturday. It was this was a personnel move that had to be made in short notice. You can read more about that decision on our website this evening and into tomorrow. But essentially they signed Jake Ingram on Saturday afternoon, put him in as a long snapper, so they had very little work with Chase Daniel as a holder and Garrett Hartley as a kicker. And as Les mentioned, they had trouble. There was one high snap that Chase handled, and they were able to get it down following, I think, the 2nd touchdown. And then on another extra point, it was a low snap. Chase handcuffed him, as Sean Payton described it, and Chase took to the right pylon with the ball and tried to get in, but his knee was down before he got the ball over the pylon, so it was a failed run. And then, as Les mentioned, Garrett Hartley clanked a 27-yard chippy off the left upright in the Poydras Street end zone. So, you know,
Sean Payton said there was nothing wrong with the snap on that one. That was strictly on Hartley.
Right. So, you know, that is something that, again, you know, we talk about it all the time, but that missed field goal, the one in overtime against Atlanta, with each passing week where they don't make up any ground, it continues to loom larger and larger. But anyway, it's a short week. We have no access tomorrow on Monday. The team is either going to be off or just rehab players come in, and our next access will be on Tuesday. So for Les East, it's Brian Allee-Walsh from the Louisiana Superdome. Final score, New Orleans 34 and the Seattle Seahawks 19. Aloha, everyone.